Hey guys, this video may make some of you mad. It may hurt some of your feelings. If it does, I really don't give a fuck. Because, the way I look at the United States and America, our first priority is America. Our first priority should be keeping our country, our kids, and our families safe. And if anybody can't agree with that, then you are stupid. You have an open border with thousands of whatever you want to call them, migrants, illegals, immigrants, coming across the border every single day. And you have states out here with no ID laws. And you have these First Amendment agitators telling these people that they don't have to ID themselves to law enforcement. So you have no idea who they are, who you're talking to. You don't know these people from any other stranger on the street. But then if you ask these people, hey, why don't you take these immigrants in if you feel sorry for them? Why don't you take them in for a year? The answer is no. They don't want them in their house. Why not? You don't care for them being in the country. You don't care for them being somebody else's problem as long as there's not your problem. And with all these states out here that don't have an ID law, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, personally. And it has nothing to do with the Constitution. If you defend that law, then you're a bootlicker, you're a communist, you don't believe in the First Amendment. I think everybody should have to ID themselves, because how many terrorists have they already caught coming across the border? How many people with terrorist links have they caught coming across the border? And there was a reporter had a video out the other day, and he was actually on the southern border, and he was asking like I said, whatever you want to call them, he was asking them, two questions, and only two questions. Some refused to answer, some did answer. He was asking them where they're coming from and where they're going. Their answer where they're going was Texas, California, and New York City. That was where they're going. That was the answer of every single one of them. And some of them said they were from Mexico. Some said, South America. Some said Indonesia. And some said they didn't speak English. So how do you know who these people are? How do you know what they're bringing into this country? How do you know what kind of disease they're bringing into this country? How do you know what they're bringing inside of their body to this country? How do you know what kind of terrorist links they have? You don't. And with these no ID laws, people have no problem showing an ID to buy a six-pack. They have no problem showing an ID to get welfare. They have no problem showing an ID to get any of the perks that they want. They just have a problem showing an ID to identify themselves to the police officers of who they are. Well, without that, how are you supposed to keep this country, the children, your family, and yourself safe? Do you let people in your house that you do not know? Even a contractor. Do you let a contractor come to your house without seeing a business card, or without knowing him, or seeing his ID, or knowing who he is? If you do, you're stupid. I mean, that's just one of my rants for today. Take it for what it is. But I really think every state should have an ID law.